Okay, welcome to a new review. Today it will be an exclusivity. This is the first review of the new SYMA X4, so-called Assault. Okay, it's a mini quad, and okay, so the box is nice, and it's assumed to be 6 axis stabilized, so should be very stable. Here is the quad. So compared to the big brother, the X3, the X4 is much more smaller. It's something like 15 centimeters square and is very light. Okay, to give you an order, compared to the mini quad double toys 252, is a little bit bigger, but compared to the GXD 380 is more or less the same size. Okay, and another, to give you an idea of the scale, I will scale in front of you, and you will see that this quad is more or less something like 27 grams, okay, without a LiPo battery. And if I'm including the battery, which is 200 milliampere per hours, which scale itself something like 7 grams. So if I had everything on the same on the scales, the battery bay connector and the LiPo, so the total weight should be around something like 35 grams. Okay, everything included. Okay, it's nice. You can see on the props that it is a 3 blades props compared to the majority of quad, which is only 2 blades. And the big novelty of this one, you can see that the motors are on the perpendicular way compared to the main axis, to the main shaft of the props. So it's a novelty, and a little bit decentralizations of this motor will concentrate the gravity center more closer to the center. So it means that you probably turn more easier because the weight are concentrated to the center. In consequence, probably in the presence of wind, it should be more sensitive to wind, in my point of view. Okay, so you can have an advantage. You can turn probably better, but probably more sensitive to the wind. Okay, so it means that the motor, there is a kind of pinion here to transfer this in the perpendicular way, the rotative on the x-axis to the z-axis. Okay, so it will be behind this part. To the quad is using, as a majority of the microquads, a micro-lossy connector. It's a very small one, and I took also some other batteries to give you an idea of the size. This is a 300 milliampere per hour and the 380s. Okay, the good news, I guess, this the 380s can be inserted in the battery bay. Probably you have to to cut there or to bind these 2 plastic ergo there, and it could be inserted very easily. For the 380s, maybe it could be inserted too. The dimensions are more or less okay, but you have to maybe to press to make a little more to be inserted. Okay, the difference of between the 207 grams to the 380s is 10 grams, so you can add 3 grams more and probably have maybe some more direction flights. Okay, for the design of this X4, it's taking more or less the same that the X3. Okay, this kind of nice shape of elongated bees, something like this. You can find some 2 LED parts there, a big one there, a big one there. Okay, and the 2 here flashing when you're trying to bind it or when it's you're flying in flying mode. Okay, and here you can find the props protectors here, but you cannot remove it easily, so it's including in the design of the bottom part of the canopy. Okay, so you cannot remove this part easily. I don't know for the X3, but I believe yes. I'll try to see how to make disassembling and maintenance if you want your motor dying. Okay, you have to unscrew these three small screw there and remove this part there, and probably have to pull up this plastic part there. So the maintenance is more or less okay, but not so easy if compare, for example, this one. But of course you have to solder, but to disassemble is, I guess, more easy. So let's do a try now in small flight mode. So I will insert the battery. Okay, lock the battery bay like this. Oops. Okay, first to insert in the hole will be better. First like this, and push the micro LED connector. Okay, it's flashing. I will start the remote control, which have the shape of a gamepad. You like, you don't like. Personally, I've got big hands, so maybe it's a little bit small for me. But anyway, okay. To arm the quad, you have to push up, push down, and you hear the beep, and it should be okay. Okay. So I will try to make a small flight. Okay. It's more or less okay. It's very stable, very stable. Very, very good. It's turning. I'm in beginner mode. Okay, I will try to see the rate seems to be a little bit slow, your rate. I will try in a sport mode now. You can hear the two beep now. Yes, it's much faster. Okay, I return to the beginner mode. I will try to land. Okay, to finish this unboxing and quick review, this is a nice quad. Okay, definitively, and very stable. For me, the yaw rate and the turning rate seems a little bit slow even in sport mode, but for a beginner it could be a great quad. It's quite cheap and close to 50 USD, and thanks to the prop guard it's very robust. Okay, and as you can see, and the box you will find some spare blades. Okay, and so you can crash it and replace it quite easily. So the good news of this quad is the prop guard, which is very efficient. Okay, can crash it very easily, throw it against the wall many times, it will be still okay. And the drawbacks, I guess, it's little bit, it's slower than the famous 252 and the GXD. So when you want to play more outdoors, you would prefer to fly this double toys parts. But for beginners in indoors, it's a perfect companion. Okay, this is the end of this unboxing and review. Bye bye. Okay, this is a crash test against the wall. Okay, this is the OP. It's very fun. Okay, in sport mode it's much faster. Okay, and it's still flash. Okay.